Hey there guys, in the fur shed right now. I'm just doing up some fur. I just finished an otter and a coyote and a mink and a marten and finished skinning a wolf. Just got them hanging up there. I'm going to scrape them down, stretch them, and another coyote here. But just wanted to put out a couple of thank yous and an invite to everybody out there. The invite is, I got a buddy on here, Norm from Time on the Line. Check him out and sub him, because every Sunday at 7, I think it's 7 o'clock, we've got a live broadcast with Norm, myself, a few other guys from out east. And it's a live thing, question and answer period, just general information. We had one a couple nights ago, and it was just a riot meeting everybody. So go on there, sub them up, Time on the Line, and and you can actually chat right with everybody that's on here. It was a great idea he came up with, and it worked really well. It's last week was the second week. I missed the first one because I was still out with the deer hunt. But we'll be up there, every Sunday, just helping out. Information for the new guys if anybody needs it. And remember, no question is a stupid question. Only answers can be stupid. But anyways, and the other thing I wanted to do is a couple of thank yous. I've got a couple shipments in the mail yesterday. One from a watcher, Scott. I thank you very much. This is awesome. This is going up on my cabin like tomorrow. Is that the coolest? That is awesome. Violators will be snared. So that's going up on my cabin tomorrow. And there's something else in here too. This is, holy moly. This is a solar charger for my cell phone and everything, so I don't have to run out of service anymore. And my wife thanks you for this one. And guys, I really appreciate the stuff that's being sent, immensely. I've never really done anything in my life looking for other people's acceptance for it, but when you're doing what you love and people, want to say thank you, hey, what can get better than that? But, so Scott, thanks a million. That's, absolutely awesome. And this other box I got is from FHA, Fur Harvesters Auction. Now I thought, when I got it, I thought, well, what the heck, they're sending me some fur bags, but I'm not quite sure why they, would be sending these fur bags. I get them when the truck comes all the time. And everybody, out there watching knows I'm a supporter of FHA. I'm not a fan of NAFA. And, well, I mean, I'm not cutting anybody down that's using it. They're another avenue for getting rid of your fur. Price-wise over the years, I've watched them. There's really no difference in the two companies. Now I know, they're bigger in the States, but, and I've mentioned it on a video before, I mean, my whole philosophy is that the mink ranchers who own NAFA, mind you, I mean, it is owned completely by NAFA, or by mink ranchers. A slight portion that they say, belongs to trappers, just so they can, say that it is. But they, in my view, they are the, people who are responsible for, this volatile fur market that we have all the time, because when, fur prices are good, those guys are pumping out, and I understand. Let me interject this first. I mean, they are a business. It's what they do. They're there to make money. They're not there to worry about us. They're there to worry about their own pocket, and those are big corporations, and they really don't have any care for what we go through. But when they're pumping out, I don't know, estimates of 100 million mink pelts a year, 200. Nobody knows what goes on in China, so who knows really. But I just know that that the one sale. I did a little questionnaire thing there. I got them. Some guys on one of the forums were yapping off about how great NAFA is and stuff. So I went and I contacted them, and they had 5.3 million ranch mink pelts on that sale, which is great for them. And, but everybody was saying, oh, well, they really want our fur there. They make a lot of money off our fur. Well, so I put it in pretty quick. I mean, this isn't rocket science. 5.3 million mink. What's a ranch mink worth? I checked through the numbers. I'm going to conservatively very lowball a $50 average. So 5 million mink, you're looking at $250 million. Now, I phoned NAFA, and they had, what was it? They said just over $11 million worth of wild fur on that sale. Which you think, okay, well, $11 million worth of wild fur, that's, 250 million, 11 million. Well, the problem being is NAFA only makes 10% on that wild fur, so they made $1.1 million in comparison with the owners of the company making 250 million plus on, so they really don't care too much. Our wild fur is more probably more a bother to them than anything. And personally, I would not be surprised to see them just stop selling wild fur in the future, not too distant future. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But anyways, that's my whole spiel about being a FHA supporter. But I've got this box here, and there's a letter in it. And it's addressed to me. Yeah, I got to the right place. It says, thanks for your support. I just want to say how much I thoroughly enjoyed watching your videos. Trapping is hard enough at the best of times, and your effort to film and educate is appreciated. Your knowledge of trapping and fur handling certainly shows with the amount of fur and quality of your put up. It is nice to see somebody passing on their know-how so unselfishly for the benefit of others. I particularly appreciated your couple of videos on the review of our Wolfpack and Savage Oak traps. I too use both of these products and am very happy with them. I have been using these traps for over a decade, and they have long since paid for themselves with the incidental catches of rats. Rarely does something fire a Savage Oak trap and not get caught, even otter and muskrats by the tail. Thank you for your endorsement of these products and our Trans-Canada Trapline store, as well as your continuing support of Fur Harvesters Auctions. Your dedication and drive to educate and promote the fur industry is commendable. Thanks to people like you, Fur Harvesters Auction and the trapping industry will survive even during these tough market conditions. Trapper Relations, Mark. So, anybody, I guess, like I said, I've never done anything for the, to get accolades from anybody, but it's nice. Maybe just because I never got any before. That's why it feels good. But they sent me a couple things just to say thank you. Trophy Skinner. Now I use these things for skinning my wolves around the eyes and stuff. Just awesome. I mean, I've never had a nice one like this. I've got just a little silly little scalpel that doctors use. Nice apron. for my fleshing. The Fur Harvester's logo on it. And a nice hoodie. Cool. And my wife has already laid claim to this, by the way. So anyways, Mark and everybody down at FHA, I immensely thank you. You know, it's just dealings like this. You know, and I think I mentioned on the video last year or a couple years ago, I had called down to the trapline store, or the trap store, and told them there that I had some fur getting picked up the next day on the truck. When it got down there, you know, could they send me some traps and just take it off my fur check? And they said, okay, well, no problem. Who's this for? And I told them who it was for, and they said, oh, no problem. We know who you are. We'll send this stuff up tomorrow. You know that kind of service is just, you know, way above and beyond. And you know, for reasons like that, there's no way I could ever change where I do business with these people. It's just awesome. But anyways, that's my thank you. And don't forget the invite. Go to Time on the Line and join us on that live broadcast. It was a blast. Great meeting everybody on there the other night. And hope to see you guys on there. All right. Well, I got to get stretching this wolf and a coyote, and then I've got this. Look at the size of this otter. We'll compare it to this fox. That is a monster otter. But anyhow, see you later, guys.